So I've just had my lunch and sorry, there is building work going on next door, so if you hear that, apologies. And ignore the hair jumper situation. I've just got back from the gym and I've just had my lunch and I felt like I wanted to do a video because it's been a while, and essentially I have a bit more time now to post, and I feel like it's really important to do a video about basically in life sometimes things happen to you that are outside of your control. And me personally, being candid, I've had a year where a lot of things have happened to me just outside of my control in my personal life that have just kind of changed the landscape of what my life looks like, and I'm kind of in a process of rebuilding structure and my life and what that means. And I'm not really going to go into that too much on social media because the people who know, they know, and if you don't know, I don't really need to tell you. But essentially, I think everybody can appreciate that this year has been quite challenging. A lot of people I've met or in my circle have had challenging years, and this might have been like your best year yet, and I'm really happy for you if that was the case, because I think this year for me has been like an extreme growth year where I didn't really have a choice. I had to grow and I had to be presented with quite challenging things. But I've been reflecting this week because it's the first time in a long time I've had breathing space too. And I think it's really important for anyone that's struggling at the moment, especially when you go into December, everything becomes really like extreme. People are like extremely into Christmas and spending, and for a lot of us, spending is a worry at the moment, you know, job security, the heating bills, the government doing crazy shit all the time. Like, it's a crazy time, and I think a lot of us are struggling with certain aspects of our life, whether it is a job or your relationship or managing your kids or whatever it is. Change happens all the time and we can't do anything about it, and it's part of the human condition is that change happens, and it happens to us. But I kind of wanted to talk about how your mindset with change can really have a positive impact. I have noticed I've grown a lot this year because change has happened constantly for me, and I've found that you build a resilience to kind of embrace change. I don't know what the future holds, and I think we all have this small sense of delusion where we think that we can control the future and we can plan for the future, and then in life things just come into our world, shake things up, things get moved, things change overnight, and we realize that that delusion is a delusion. It's not helpful, and it's actually not true. We don't have a lot of control over what the hell is going to happen, but we do have control how we feel about it, and we do have control what we decide to do about it. So I have a bit more time these days to post, and I think it's really important that I'm going to kind of post about how I am transitioning from an old life into a new life. The person that started 2025 in January is not the same person here in December now. Myself, I'm talking about. I have lost some things have changed around me, dynamics have changed. A lot of elements of my life have just completely been like wiped, and the person that I was even a year or 18 months ago would have been completely terrified by the things that I faced this year. But this new me is feeling really positive, and she's quite excited, and she's embracing change. And so I just wanted to say to people that are having a really rough time or experiencing a lot of upheaval, it's because there's something else greater and better to come. And I know a lot of people aren't spiritual, and I'm pretty spiritual, so I have this kind of belief that the universe is communicating to me. And in tarot, you call it the Tower, and that's a card in tarot that basically means when things completely shake up, and sometimes it's quite a terrifying prospect, but it's to clear the path for something better. So Chinese New Year this year was the snake, and that is known for kind of shedding and clearing the path. So a lot of us had the shedding going on this year. But next year it's the horse, which apparently is momentum and building. So hopefully next year, for those of us that had a challenging year this year, next year is going to be better. But yeah, I kind of want to do videos kind of explaining to you how I'm rebuilding. I won't go into detail, but essentially I've kind of found myself in a position now where I have a lot more free time. So I'm going to show you how I'm building a new routine and how I'm kind of getting back into like tapping into who I am, because I feel like this year I've been so overloaded. I've had burnout and had a lot of stress. And now I can come back to myself, I can breathe and I can process things, and I think it's an exciting new chapter. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain and say to people that if you're in a position now where things are out of your control and you feel a bit like these things keep happening to me, it's all to grow you, to help you grow into a better person and to put you on a better path. So weirdly, it's realigning you even though you're not happy about it right now. So just trust.